Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the pre-Friday edition of my little show here in my neck of the woods here on YouTube. It's pre-Friday. Hope you're doing well. Sorry I wasn't on last night. Puppy had a bit of minor surgery on Wednesday, and she's doing well. She just had a little mouth surgery done, and she's resting comfortably, but she did very well. So um, kind of happy. But uh, where is my camera? Where's my camera? Hello? Oh, well, that's because the camera. I don't know, this camera does not like USB-C ports for some reason. Yeah, let's try. Let's try. And it didn't like mess up my settings all too much, which is nice. I got my robe on. I'm comfy. We're gonna play some baseball. We're gonna finally start my franchise. About a week later than I wanted to, but wanted to wait for the latest rosters to try to come out because in franchise you can only do it once, really. So um, I had to wait till Friday, and then by that time it was just Battlefield time. So this is officially the first game of the 2026 Red Sox franchise. In the real life, they're doing terribly. Starting off the season 1-5, getting swept by the Astros, losing two of three from the Cincinnati Reds, who we are going to be playing here shortly. So I was able to download the latest rosters. I have my lineup set up according to how they were set up in real life, at least for game number one. Same with my pitching rotation. There's like only one guy really that I don't have um, on the team, but that's okay. He's in AAA. It's I think Monasterio, but I have Casas. Casas is still injured in real life, but I like Tristan Casas, so I'm keeping him, and that's that. And we play this in Hall of Fame mode, and since I had to do a new okay, so that hasn't changed. All right. All that stayed the same. I had to change my franchise, or reset my franchise settings, but it doesn't look like it affected my any other settings. And I keep all my sliders at default. I didn't change them last year. Don't plan on changing them this year. Unless something's really glaring, but um, we'll see. We'll see how the season progresses, but let's get to opening day. We have Garrett Crochet going up against Andrew Abbott in Cincinnati. It's a 4:10 Thursday afternoon game. The Sox in real life won this game 3-0. It gave me some hope because they had a day off, and then they've just been sucking it up ever since. They're getting a lot of bad calls too from umps and shit like that, so things haven't been going their way. But they get to start tomorrow, Friday, fresh at Fenway, playing the Padres and the Brewers. National League weekend series, and then they're back on the road again. Blah, 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 blah. I do play the full game. I don't know if we're going to do a triple header, if we can do a triple header. I would like to. But unfortunately, I have to go to work tomorrow. Usually I work from home on Fridays, but I worked from home yesterday since the pup had surgery, so I wanted to be close by the vet in case they needed me for any reason at all. But they did not, thankfully. Playing at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, Ohio. Holds 42,271. Opened in 2003. My favorite ballpark, but I wouldn't mind going to a game there. Oh, these are locked. Playing under partly cloudy skies. Got the lefty Garrett Crochet going up against the lefty Andrew Abbott. Do it. Game 1 commencing. This is the first game for the Reds, too. And I'm sure there's music playing here, but YouTube will strike me down. Nice. Got the choppers in all choppy fashion.
We'll be back to get this season started right after this.
We got opening day, baby.
Ballpark in Cincinnati, home of the Reds since 2003. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Boston Red Sox going up against the Cincinnati Reds.
Yeah, the graphics are
alongside Chris Singleton. I'm John Chomby. So the Boston Red Sox, with major expectations, they're among the favorites this season. Chris, they'd love to build on that postseason appearance from last year. Do you think it can be a springboard for them?
I do, Boog, because this team has already got the building blocks in place, and you make the postseason.
That's it. 18 home runs. That's all I can expect.
Help them this time around. But it's a long season, and they're going to have to do the little things right and stay consistently on top of their game. And
they definitely could get a wild card, sure.
Trophy, in my opinion.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
See why they can't.
And on the mound today, a guy who will give them innings, Andrew Abbott. Chris, a sub-3 ERA for him a year ago.
Well, when your numbers are coming in under 3 as a starting pitcher that's going out there every 4th or 5th day, taking the ball, competing against really good big league hitters, it's extremely impressive. And you wonder what he figured out last year that he can carry into this season that can help him to maintain that number or even drop it.
A four-seamer, circle, slurve, a sweeper, and a cutter.
And he should be really good in this one today.
Roman Anthony leading things off and takes a strike.
Ball, that's out.
That misses the zone. Ball 2. Next offering is fouled back.
They did get rid of that frickin' the flashing or whatever.
Pitch misses there,
Oof.
and the count is filled up. chases the
That was ball four right there.
the ladder,
Damn it.
struck him out. Here's a check of the Red Sox lineup put together by manager Alex Cora. And it's clear
One
the
of
most
many
important job they
strikeouts,
have
I
today
assure you.
is getting to the starting pitcher
For
early and often.
me
No doubt
overall.
about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Here's Trevor Story.
Ball, that's down. That's in. Ball 2.
It take me
Just underway here in
a few
Cincinnati.
at-bats to get my bearings here. Did play a couple spring training games.
The 2-0 is in for a
Get a
strike.
feel.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Come on, Andrew. Here's a 2-1. Swing and a ground
Oh, that's
ball,
foul.
and that's just foul. That's off the mark.
Outside.
Full count now. And that one is
Ball 4.
inside, and it's ball
Perfect.
4.
Sox get their first base runner of the season.
So a man at
At
first.
least they gave Trevor
Now
more
batting
speed this
Jarren
year.
Duran.
He did steal like 25 bases last year.
No, that's low.
Tito Francona there in the background flashing some signs.
Fastball in for a strike, and the count is 1-1.
Ah.
Into center.
Oh,
And
nice.
that'll get down for a hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with one gone.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Tristan Casas in the box with one away as he takes ball 1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching
I
for
might have
plenty of
challenged that,
spots.
but that was
2
real
on,
close.
1 out. This one trailing
Oh.
right center field. That one
Sox get their first home run of the season. Oh, bomb.
His first homer of the year, and the Red Sox jump in front. It's 3-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there, patient and waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Gorgeous.
One down. Caleb Durbin up next for the Red Sox. Right through there for a strike.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
A little out front there as he swings through it. And ball 1.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Pitch
That's ball
misses.
2.
It's 2-2. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. First inning and already up to 23 pitches. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way.
Good pitch.
A little anxious.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for the Red Sox, Wilyer Abreu. Popped up. Suarez moving under it. And that is that. Reds claw back with this homer. It's now 3-0.
Reds? Claw back. Top of the first, bud.
Back here at Great American Ballpark. And getting the start for the Red Sox, Garrett Crochet. What do you have on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily.
I just hope he's better than he was for me last year. I traded him last year. Or I didn't trade him. I DFA'd him. So bad.
Something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Here comes the 0-1.
That's a ball.
Missed. That's a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Oh no. Oh no.
Batting second, third baseman, Eugenio
Suarez up to hit now. He has, as they like to say,
Let me guess, Boog.
Ball
Light tower power.
that's right. The lefty, the 1-0. And a swing and a miss there.
99.
Good luck catching up to that one.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Red Sox already leading. And this one squirts away from the catcher. The throw into second, and he's got a chance. He's out.
Kind of a tough read for the base runner right there. You're usually trying to be aggressive on balls in the dirt, trying to get into scoring position, but if it doesn't get away very far, or you can't tell how far it
Baez has an arm.
catchers are going to get to it and throw you out at the base. And right there, excellent job by the catcher. He helps out his pitcher big time.
That
Ball
one
3.
misses. Full count now. And a payoff pitch.
Oh,
Strike him
nice.
out looking.
batting third, catcher Tyler
Here's the
Stevenson.
lineup for the Reds. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, against a talented pitcher, it's crucial to disrupt his rhythm. Use bunts to get him off the mound and moving around out there. If he's in a flow, step out and break his timing. When he throws in the zone, you might only get one pitch, so you don't want to miss it.
Tyler Stevenson.
That's
stands
challengeable,
in with
I
two
think.
away as he takes a ball.
Yeah. But take my chances early on.
Ball
He's
in.
just missing with some pitches.
Plus, it's painfully
those
obvious.
They're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Zero velocity, 97 with that fastball. Pitch misses, and the count's full. Started after it.
Oh, come
Appeal
on.
first. He did not go around. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Ellie De La Cruz. Foul ball there.
Outside, that's a ball.
Stevenson off of first with 2 away. Fastball for a strike. High fly ball lifted into air right field. That is the inning. So 1 left for Cincinnati. They trail in this one 3-0.
Yeah, those tree leaves look terrible.
Second inning set to go. And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Carlos Narvaez. This one in the air center field. Friedel under it. And there's 1 away. So stepping in for Boston, Cedar Rafaela. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Rafaela measures 5 feet 10 inches, 25 years old.
They're not taking their chances either.
Curacao. Just missed.
Ed Drummond.
And another ball. Challenge from behind the
That's a
dish
ball,
here.
dude. Lose.
And that one
Oh.
strike zone. They'll keep both their challenges.
Did not look like a ball. Or a strike. Jeez, he's getting me on the low cheese.
That K is his 3rd of the game. 2 down, bases empty.
Get me on the low cheese.
Meyer up next for the Red Sox. Next pitch is outside. Tap foul at the plate. And downstairs. Got him.
Jesus.
1, 2, 3 go the Red Sox, but they lead it 3-0. Opening day here in Cincinnati, and always a good time. You know, Singy, this Reds team may have been swept by the Dodgers in the wild card series last year, but they made some noise.
Yeah, you got to give a lot of credit to Terry Francona as well as their pitching staff. It was the loudest of the bunch. The Reds leaned on those arms the entire year. The offense had its moments, but make no mistake, that pitching staff was the reason the Reds reached the postseason.
The 0-2.
Did he go?
Tries to hold
Ooh.
up, appeal to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing. In now for the Reds, Dane Myers. And that's in for a strike. Right through there for a strike.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but they, of course, still prefer something belt high.
That one to first, and it goes just foul.
It's a tough pitch. But in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the DH, Sal Stewart.
Aye!
Swung on, popped up left side. Durbin settles under it. And that's the inning. Reds go down quietly. They trail it here 3-0. Welcome back. Here's a look at this team's early season projection.
24 bases for Duran? I don't think so.
Anthony takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Swings through that one. Out towards right center field. Marte under it. And there's one down. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Here's Story now. He walked and came around to score his first time up.
Inside ball.
The 1-0.
Ball 2.
Just missed.
Ooh, ropes it.
And that's got extra bases written all over it. Now he'll turn for second. And he pulls in with a double for his first hit of the year.
The last thing you want to happen is to swing at a ball out of the zone in a 3-0 count. That would have been a called strike, just like everyone in the stadium was expecting. Credit to the hitter for taking advantage of that situation for a double.
Nice rope. Boom. Barrel.
Jarren Duran up next for the Red Sox. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Move to second. Story back in on a dive. That one fouled off. Man at second. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. The 0-2. And that one missing low.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Marte on the move to the alley. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Red Sox, first baseman Tristan Casas.
Now batting Tristan Casas.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at-bat. And an 0-0 count. Not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
So the call will stand.
Oh.
Challenge remaining for them now.
Damn it.
And it's even up. Runner at second, 2 down here on opening day.
Oh.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Oh man, that was too early.
That one
That's the
missed.
ball.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down,
Well, why
around
don't you
the knees,
challenge
they
it
don't
instead
get the call.
jaw in your
They
mouth?
lead at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others, and right here, clearly letting the ump
I
hear it a little
mean,
bit.
it would have been strike 3. He
And
challenged
on
it.
second, 2 down. Off the mark there, and it's 3-2. Stays alive. And ball
That's
4,
ball
2 aboard.
Up next for the Red Sox, third baseman Caleb Durbin.
First and second, 2 outs. Caleb Durbin now at the plate.
And at least my boy Cos has got some
last
extra
time.
speed. Granted, not a lot, but better than 2.
Two on, 2 outs. On the ground to third. And that will end the inning. Boston strands a pair, but they lead at 3-0. As we go to the last of the third, and ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Spencer Steer.
Hey!
That's too
That's a
low.
ball.
Ball 1. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
That was a strike.
Steer wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge, and it's going to stay a strike. So that removes their last challenge.
Well, they still got 2 challenges. Or 1 challenge.
Popped up. Meyer settles under this one. 1 away. McLean getting ready to hit. High fly ball right field. Abreu in position. 2 down.
Up next for the Reds, center fielder TJ.
So back to the top of the Reds lineup. TJ Friedel will hit next. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Two down, nobody on. He goes down looking. And 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. Still down 3-0. Back here in Cincinnati, so stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. Late on that fastball.
Ball 1.
Swing and a miss as he was out front. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 2.
Challenge that one.
And that's down and away.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Got him looking. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
The
Frustrating
swing.
end to the at bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Up the middle, and that one handled. Throws to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. 2 down, bases empty. And stepping in for Boston, Cedar Rafaela. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Check swing went around. That is strike 2. Ball 1 there.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on here on opening day. Checks his swing.
Come on.
First, and he won around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. Red Sox go down quietly, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. In now for the Reds, Eugenio Suarez.
Well, these Reds just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Ball 2.
Pitch
That's
misses.
ball 3.
Ball 3.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
In for a strike, 3-1.
Thought the green light might be on right there, but maybe not. If you're looking to swing in that count, that's the pitch you want.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's the Reds catcher, Tyler Stevenson.
Catcher, Tyler Stevenson.
Ball.
The Red Sox leading by 3. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
And a strike in there. Swing and a miss.
Nasty.
Jay gets the strikeout.
That was
Good late
nasty.
cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him, and you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact, but that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
De La Cruz, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Two down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. In there, got him looking for the K. And he strikes out the
So
side
gimmicky.
here in the 4th. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Reds nothing.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back,
Reds,
and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Caleb Ferguson getting ready to make his season debut.
All right, Abbott's out already.
Here's the second baseman, Marcelo Meyer.
So yeah, four-seamer, cutter, sinker, and a slurve.
Swings through that one for strike two. Ferguson, a 6'3" lefty, 225 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent. And there's a ball. That misses. Ball two. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Here's a 2-2. That one missed. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Roman Anthony digs in now.
Oh my God.
After that one.
Jesus.
Aboard here at first with nobody out.
Swinging at that cheese.
And that one is downstairs. And the count is 1-2. Got him. 1 out.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
1 out man at first. Here's Trevor Story now.
Trevor Story.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. The turn by McLean at second. And that's 2. So they go quietly there. Home half of the 5th coming up.
Bonehead.
It's the Red Sox 3 and the Reds nothing.
His singing this game is terrible.
We head to the bottom.
A lot of jagged edges in the background.
Noel V. Marte. And that's in there at the knees. Swings through that.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Reds, left fielder Dane Myers.
Now it's going to be Dane Myers. Struck out swinging his first time.
Ball.
The Reds trailing by 3. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Strikeout number 8.
Designated hitter.
So now here's the DH, Sal Stewart. He's 0 for 1.
He's got to be pretty proud of this.
That was a ball.
So far.
I didn't agree with
Sometimes
that.
guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Well, this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Inside. And that's ball 1. That's a strikeout. Good looking sweeper there.
That looks like a ball too.
Roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. Back after this on the show. We're back, and here's a look at how we got to this stage of the game. So digging in,
Leading off
Jaron
for the Red
Duran.
Sox, the designated hitter, Jaron Duran.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Now the 0-1. Fastball for a strike. The 1-2. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And there's one down.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Tristan Casas. He's done some damage, launched a homer at his first at bat back in the first.
Yeah, that was a tone setter, no doubt. I mean, you can stomach an early solo homer, but a 3-run shot just doesn't go down quite as smooth. Here we go, Caleb.
Hey.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Up next for the Red Sox, third baseman, Caleb
Here
Durbin.
comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move.
Tito Francona.
Ferguson out of the game. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for the
Pierce
Reds,
Johnson will take
number
over.
52,
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
2 outs, base is empty. Caleb Durbin up next for the Red Sox. Close one, doesn't get the call, and it's 1-0.
3 pitches, a slurve, a four-seamer, and a cutter.
High fly
Ooh.
ball down the left field line.
That's nice. That's nice. That's nice.
And it is gone. He sends a rocket to left, and they boost their lead. It's 4-0.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Two down, nobody on. And that misses.
Ball 2.
2 balls and a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Sam Mole, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Louder getting loose as well. The 2-1. On the ground, right side. Whips it to first. And the inning is over. Reds get one back on this solo dinger. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Bottom of the 6th, and ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Spencer Steer. Right through there for a strike. Drill out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one back. And that one is off the top of the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
So up next, Matt McClain. Flied to right his first time. Just off the inside edge. And that's off the inside edge.
Challenging that.
Count now 2-0. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. So the call stands.
Oh, come on.
So they're now out of challenges. The Reds looking to bounce back and try and get on the board here on opening day. That one off the mark. Ball 3.
And now you're falling apart on me now. Come on, man.
First and second, no outs. TJ Friedl now at the plate.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
He makes the grab.
Up next for the Reds.
2 aboard with 1 out. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
That one ripped, but foul. Battling here as he fouls it away. The Reds with a chance to get back into it here in the bottom of the 6th. And that's way high. And the count is 2-2. Way high. And it's a strikeout looking.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, into double-digit strikeouts. He should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And you know, not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Tyler Stevenson, the next to hit. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. In the air, right field. And that is that. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's Major League Baseball on the show. We go to the top of the 7th. So stepping. For Boston, Carlos Narvaez.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Left
Oh,
field.
nice.
And that'll fall for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Definitely found a perfect spot. Those could be hard sometimes. We talked about in left field. You're kind of anticipating cheating in for a ball. Hit something like that you can rob a little soft flare in front of you, but perfectly placed, so you reward the hitter with it.
Rafaela at the plate now as he chases after that one. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. He talked about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Just outside. And the count 1-2. Blows the high heat past him. That's the strikeout.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to
Something that is annoying me, you can't see it, I don't think, on your screen, but on mine it looks like there's a pixel out.
At least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Two away.
Distracting me.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's
Vito changing them again.
Pierce Johnson gives way. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Whoa.
Now pitching for
The
the
Dizzy
new
Gillespie
pitcher in the
cheeks.
game, Sam Moll, ready to make his season debut.
Play the trumpet.
So back to the top of the order. Roman Anthony up next for the Red Sox. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout.
Aye. 1.
The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the frame. One left for the Red Sox.
Damn it.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
Try to get another inning in a crochet.
This one in the air, center field. Rafaela should have this one, and there's one down. So digging in, Noelvi Marte.
Aye.
The Reds down by 4 here at the bottom of the 7th. And a foul ball. That misses the zone. Ball 1. And it gets down for a base hit. And a man aboard.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
The 0-1. And the sweeper is in for a strike. That's a laser base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Able to come through behind in the count right there. Now let's see if they can string something together, make it a little more interesting.
I thought, but
Sal Stewart,
he's
the
not
next
going to make
man
it.
for the Reds. Manager dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Garrett Crochet departs. Great effort out of him as he exits in line for the win. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we get back.
Strong showing.
Garrett Whitlock comes on now.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Swings through that one for strike one. Can't make contact with the sweeper. One out. Runners at first and second. Ball one there. And now it's even up. Got him swinging for the strikeout.
So far, just one of those days for this lineup. You get a couple of runners on, and you're looking at having a big inning, and that strikeout right there just pours water on the fire. You look for the next hitter to step up and try to do something, pick up his teammate and his club.
Steer stands in here, takes ball one low. Swing and a miss at a slider. This one in the air right field. And it stays fair. The run comes in from second. It's 4-1. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds it third.
Well done.
That run gets charged to Crochet.
Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Next for Cincinnati, Matt McClain. He's 0 for 1. That one not close. And that is ball one. To the right side. Whips it to Casas. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now a 4-1 ball game. Back here at Great American Ballpark, we go to the 8th. Trevor Story getting ready to hit. Here's a chopper to short.
Damn it.
On to first. One pitch and one out.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Jaron Duran digs in now. 1 for 3. And that one is inside. Activity in the bullpen for the Reds. Graham Ashcraft. The hard-throwing righty is up and loosening. Swings through that one.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Next offering is foul back.
Huh. Where is Yoshi? Yoshi in AAA?
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Casas stands in now. Looks at that one inside. And another ball. Swings over the top of that one. Outside. And it's 3-2.
Any righties up.
2 down, nobody on. Strike 3 went back to the sweeper and got the
Damn it.
strike down in order. Go the Reds. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now here's the Reds leadoff man, T.J. Friedl.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Ball 1.
Line drive, makes the catch. 1 down.
I like the lighting.
Up next for the
It's like past 6 o'clock in the evening. This guy's got that
Eugenio Suarez.
transitional color. I don't know.
0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts.
Light to dark.
And first offering is
But
fouled
it's
off.
cloudy too.
Fought off foul. 0-2 now. That
Ball.
one missed. The next
Ball,
pitch
that's
misses.
outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes. On the ground to third. Picks it out of the dirt. Nice play off the bounce for the out.
Up next for the Reds, catcher
Tyler Stevenson now at the plate. And that drops in for a strike.
Whoa.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful.
Check out that
Not working
fine
with too
stitching.
big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
This one in the air, right field. And he makes the grab. And that'll do it. Nobody left for Cincinnati, and they trail it 4-1. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Graham Ashcraft.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Foul ball. And now the 0-1. Inside, almost got him. And he grounds one to the right side. McLean. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. Now it's the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. 0 for 3 in this one. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock.
Oof.
Makes the turn and
That
hits
hard.
for second.
116.
And he'll go to second safely.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0 for to start the season and get into a slump.
1 out, runner at second. Carlos Narvaez up next for the Red Sox.
Oh, nice. It's a run.
Towards right center field. That'll touch down for a hit. The run comes in from second. The relay in there. Just beat the tag. It's a double.
Well done. Drives in the run. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
Nice. Directional sliding.
Second with 1 away. So stepping in for Boston.
Love it.
Cedar Rafaela. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Slings to first in time.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball, and then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
At the plate, Marcelo Meyer. Out towards right center field. Friedel gets under it. And that'll do it. Run scoring double here for the Reds. It's now 5-1. Back here in Cincinnati, we head to the bottom of the ninth. Ellie De La Cruz getting ready to hit. New pitcher for the Red Sox, Justin Slate. And he has some nasty breaking stuff.
Yeah.
Right through there for a strike. And that's a strikeout.
Looking.
Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Noel V. Marte digs in now.
Ball 1.
One down, base is empty here in the ninth.
Nope, that's down.
He swings and fouls one off. On the ground, Durbin fires across the diamond. That's out number 2.
Up next for the Reds, left fielder.
Reds down to their final out. And now it's going to be Dane Myers.
Hey.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. They're down to their final strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Popped up, Story under it, and he'll put it away. Ball game, and the Red Sox collect their first win of the season.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark, and just sometimes things
Good game.
aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound
And
isn't
feel slighted, cheated. There was no
isn't what you like,
freaking.
but they didn't let any of those things distract them.
I've yet to
In fact,
throw a
they
wild
looked like they
pitch,
played
which is
home.
nice.
Excellent job to set
Threw
the
him at
tone
least
for the
once a
series.
game
5-1
last
is how it
season.
ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Whole game felt fair. That's that. Game number 1 is in the book. Sox take it by a score of 5-1 against the Cincinnati Reds. For the Sox, they get 5 runs and 7 hits. Struck out 13 frickin' times. Still, trying to get my patience, man. Walked 3. Got home runs from Caleb Durbin and Tristan Casas. Tristan Casas with a nice 3-run home run. Crochet pitched very well. He went 6 1/3, allowing only 1 run on 4 hits. Walked 2 and struck out 10. And the bullpen was able to come in and get it done. For the Reds, they get 1 run on 5 hits. They struck out 12 times. Andrew Abbott gets the start and gets the loss. He goes 4 innings, allowing 3 runs on 3 hits. Walked 2, struck out 6. And I was able to tag the bullpen a couple times for the win. That is that. That's how I start my franchise. We'll take it. All right. Why is Masataka in AAA? Should not be in AAA. Nate should go down. Leffa can play third. Meyer can play third. And short. So I have enough fielders. Bring up our boy Masa. Any more lefties? All right. Game number 2. Gonna be a Saturday afternoon game. 4:10 start in Cincinnati. We got Sonny Gray going up against Brady Singer in Cincinnati. Back at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, Ohio. Partly cloudy skies again. Righty versus the righty. Also the honors DH. Has to start today. And I think I'm good with that, but we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll start up game 2. So hope you stick around and join me for that, and we'll see you in a moment. We're back, ready to start game 2 of this 3-game series against the Cincinnati Reds. Sox taking the first game from the Reds at home, 5-1. Looking to carry them into the start of the season. A little momentum boost. Always nice to get that first win. So let's get it going. It's a Saturday afternoon game in Cincinnati.
From Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, Ohio, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Boston Red Sox going
A lot
up
less
against the
in
Cincinnati
attendance
Reds.
today.
John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. Well, Singy's trying to match the stellar performance by yesterday's starter. Looking forward to seeing what he's got today.
His teammate was lights out, Boog, in total command all game long. If he brings that same intensity again, these hitters are in for a long day.
Well, he's not pitching again.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And on the mound in this one, Brady Singer. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
All right, first pitch coming up. Roman Anthony digs in now. And
That's
we're
a strike.
underway here in Cincinnati.
So a sinker, a slider, a sweeper, a four-seamer, and a cutter.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Outside. That's a strikeout. Woody Keller says he won a round.
Oh.
Here's a check of the Red Sox lineup put together by manager Alex Cora. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
Trevor Story comes up to the plate. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
The 0-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Now batting Jaron Duran.
No, that's in.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
2 down, nobody on. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Next offering is outside. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Come on, Brady. Next
Ball
pitch
3.
is outside.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Back to work, 3-2 now. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Popped in the air, left field, and that is that. Middle of the first, no score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And getting the start for the Red Sox, Sonny Gray. What should we keep an eye on here?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Oh, that's a ball.
And there's a strike. Pitch in the dirt, ball 1. And
Ball
misses
2.
inside. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Got him.
3.
And there's one down. Here's the lineup for the Reds. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
We know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
The 0-2. And
Ball.
ball 1. On a line. And there are 2 outs.
Batting third baseman.
Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now.
Yep.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but they, of course, still prefer something belt high.
Hard ground ball, base knock. And that extends the inning.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0 for to start the season and get into a slump.
Noel V. Marte in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. In the dirt. Suarez off of first with 2 away.
Ball.
On the ground to third. But it kicks foul. 2-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Nice, nice.
We played an inning. No score. We move ahead to the top of the second now. Here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Wilson Contreras. Singer making his first start of the year. A former first-round pick back in 2018. 0-1 now. Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
The 1-2. Swings through it for the K. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Caleb Durbin batting with 1 down takes a strike. Second inning here, no score.
Ball.
Durbin matched a homer in his last game. The 1-1 is fouled off. In the air to left center. Friedel coming on. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Next to hit, Wilyer Abreu. Good power. Not great in the OBP department.
Too low.
Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball. Pitch misses there. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Let's go, Brady.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Two now. And that's the swing. It's a strikeout. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score.
I'm not paying attention.
Back here at Great American Ballpark and ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Spencer Steer.
Hook one.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Contreras under it, and he's got it.
Batting 6th.
Nathaniel Lowe up to hit.
Nathaniel Lowe.
High.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Throws to first in time. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Batting 7th. Catcher Tyler Stevenson.
Here's the catcher, Tyler Stevenson. That misses, and it's 1-0. Swings through that one for strike 1. Swing and a miss, and a count 1-2.
Let's go, Tyler.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. We'll move to the third with no score.
Quick work of him.
All set for the start of the inning. So stepping in for Boston, Carlos Narvaez. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. 0-1.
Oh,
Left center
oh,
field. This one's
oh,
deep.
baby.
Forget it.
Oh, crushed it.
That'll fire up the dugout. His first homer of the year, and the Red Sox jump in front. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
And stepping in for Boston, Marcelo Meyer. Not close with that one. Ball one. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the second game of the series. And a foul ball.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. Next
Ball
one
two.
misses, and it's 2-2. Struck him out looking. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Masataka Yoshida getting ready to hit. Bounce to the right, but
No,
it
that's
kicks
foul.
foul.
Ball one.
Here we go, Brady.
Ball.
Crazy eyes.
Come on, Brady.
2-1 now. That's
Ball,
a little
no.
bit low.
Really close pitch.
Challenge
down
it
around the
then.
knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree.
Didn't. You
but
should
it
have
appears
challenged
he's ready
it.
to move on to the next pitch.
Outside
Take your
ball
base.
four.
Ball four.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Roman Anthony, the next to hit. His first at bat was a strikeout. Check swing called strike. And that's strike one. Hit in the air left field. Steer on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's two away. Here's Trevor Story. Struck out looking his first time. One run across in the frame so far. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Reds claw back with this homer. It's now a 1-0
Red
ball
Sox.
game. This is Red Sox baseball on the show.
Don't claw
New
back from
England.
anything.
Back here in Cincinnati. Well, Singy, it's still early, but he's pacing towards another standout performance on the mound.
Yeah, in complete command right now. Fastball's got late life, and his breaking stuff is just biting.
Fought off foul. Oh, and 2 now. That one's
Ball.
upstairs, ball 1. Sets him down on strikes. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Oh, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Matt McClain batting with one down takes a strike. Ground ball right side. Contreras takes it to the bag, and two straight set down to begin the bottom of the third. So back to the top of the Reds lineup. Here's the center fielder, TJ Friedl. This ball's chopped on the ground. Meyer out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Nobody left for Cincinnati. They're down 1-0. Start of the fourth. So stepping in for Boston, Jarren Duran.
You know, these Red Sox doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Tosses to first. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
For the Red Sox,
Here's Contreras now. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Pulls that one foul.
$55 degrees. I just wanted to see what the weather was.
And down on strikes. And there are 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Digging in, Caleb Durbin. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Just
that's
missed.
a ball. Too low.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Fouls one off. 2-2. High fly ball out to center field. Friedl settles underneath it, and that is that. Back here at Great American Ballpark, Wilsingy, as we talked about earlier, he was dominant in his last start and doing the same thing again today.
Yeah, Boog.
This is his first start of the season with the Red Sox. Okay.
He can keep this thing going.
I mean, maybe they're talking about spring training.
De La Cruz leading things off and takes a strike. Check swing called strike. That is strike 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. There's a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Noelvi Marte, the next to hit for the Reds. Went down on strikes his first time through.
Looks like he was trying to get to the front door with that curveball. It's definitely a finesse pitch, but it backed up a little bit on him and stayed inside.
Swings through that one for strike one. Swings and misses at the sweeper. Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it on his own, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Reds down in order. Still behind by a count of 1-0. New inning getting started, and stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. Singer back to work.
Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it up. And right there, the hitter clearly couldn't do anything with it.
0-1. And delivers outside. This one ripped, but...
Ooh, nice catch.
And that one
Ooh,
hammered.
come on, come on, come on.
Bangs
Nice.
off the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Carlos Narvaez up next for the Red Sox. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're at the top of the 5th. Move to second. Abreu back in on a dive. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-1. The Cincinnati bullpen has some movement. Rhett Lauder getting loose out there. Johnson getting cranked up as well. Man at second. Misses the sweeper.
Damn it.
Stays alive. Pitch misses there. Now 2-2. Now one miss. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7.
That was a tough slider right there. He couldn't get a piece of it just to try to keep the at-bat alive. And hitters will tell you that slider, when a guy's able to really tunnel the pitch where it looks like a fastball and then late has really so tough to lay off of, because you've made the decision you don't want to get beat by a fastball, and then you swing and you miss. You go back to the dugout shaking your head.
Up next
Here
for
now the Red Sox DH. Masataka Yoshida worked a walk in his first trip to the plate.
Right.
Man on second, 2 down.
Nice.
Back up the middle, and it gets through. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Picks himself up at RBI. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Roman Anthony up next for the Red Sox.
Oh.
Right center field. That one headed for the fence, and gone.
His first hit is a home run.
He'll touch them all, and they add to their
A
lead.
bomb.
That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Brady Singer gives way. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment.
Now pitching for the
So a
Reds,
new arm out of the bullpen for the Reds,
25.
Rhett Lauder.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Here's Trevor Story now.
Ball one. No, off the plate.
And that is out of play. Two down, nobody on. That went
Ball.
outside, and that's ball 3.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
And that clips the inside corner. Draws the walk
That's a
there.
ball. Take your base.
Up next for the Red Sox, center fielder Jaron Duran.
So a man aboard, and now Jaron Duran. Swings through that. Close one, doesn't get the call.
Ooh.
And it's 1-1. Challenge from behind the dish here. And on further review, it was a strike. So they've still got both their challenges.
Damn it.
Ball 1 there.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just a wasted pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
On the ground, Suarez. And that's the 3rd out.
But
Cincinnati plates a pair on this homer.
what the hell?
Last half of the 5th coming up. You're watching Red Sox baseball on the show.
Got teams
New
mixed up,
England.
bud.
We head to the bottom of the 5th. In now for the Reds, Spencer Steer.
Well, these Reds, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Here's a 1-1. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. 1-2 now. In the air, left side. Anthony should have this one. And there's one away.
At this point, they'll take base runners any way they can get them, then hope it turns into something more. But this might end up being one of those games to forget.
Low stands in now and watches strike 1. That's outside. Ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. The BOS Sox leading by 4, last half of inning number 5. Struck him out swinging. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. Now the catcher up to hit, Tyler Stevenson. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. We're back, and here's a look at how we got to this stage of the game. Now it's going to be Wilson Contreras.
First baseman Wilson Contreras.
Swing and a miss.
So late.
That pitch gets the inside corner. That's strike two.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Up the middle. Over to Lowe. Now one gone in the top of the sixth. Here's the third
Up next
baseman,
for the
Caleb
Red Sox,
Durbin.
Third baseman, Caleb Durbin.
Ball.
And there's a foul ball.
He's bagging. Give me that pitch one more time.
Yeah.
A hanging changeup just out in front.
That's a ball.
And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
Challenge that.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Two down.
Up next for the Red Sox.
And
right
now
fielder,
it's going to be Wilyer Abreu.
Drove it off the wall last time. Just missed out on a home run.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And that is that. Offense held in check there. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the sixth. The Red Sox 4 and the Reds nothing. Back here in Cincinnati. Now it's the Reds DH, J.J. Bleday.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
And there's a ball. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Battling here as he fouls it away. Line drive. And foul ball. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Strikeout number 8.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
Swing and a bouncer. Flips it, and very nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Reds, center fielder.
So the batting order turns over. T.J. Friedel, the next to hit for the Reds. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Fastball for a strike. He goes down looking.
Sonny Gray.
6 shutout innings for him out there now. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
Impressive start.
Leading off for the
So
Red
stepping
Sox,
in for Boston,
catcher,
Carlos Narvaez. He blasted one out earlier in the third.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
Yeah, the bomb.
Fouled off left side. And he couldn't hold back. He's run
Damn
up
it.
on strikes. Now it's the second
Up next
baseman,
for the Red
Marcelo
Sox,
Meyer.
Second baseman, Marcelo Meyer.
No.
Ball to strike. The pitch.
No.
Back-to-back breaking
Outside.
pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there.
No!
That one felt good. His first homer of the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 5-0.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
One down. Now here's the Red Sox DH, Masataka Yoshida. That one hammered, but pulled foul. And that's in for a strike. 0-2 now. In the air, right field. Marte on his way over. 2 away now.
Up next for the Red Sox, left
So
fielder,
back to the top of the
Roman
order.
Anthony.
And next for the Red Sox, Roman Anthony.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
Just
Outside
off
ball.
the outside edge.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
High fly ball, right field. Marte gets under it. He makes the grab, and that'll do it. One for the Reds on the homer. 7th inning stretch time. You're watching Red Sox baseball on the show, New England. Set for the last half of the 7th, and ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Ellie De La Cruz. That
No.
misses. Ball 1.
Challenging.
Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-2. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Out towards right center field. Abreu on the move to the alley. Takes it in for the out. And there's 1 away. So digging in, Eugenio Suarez. 1 for 2. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. The Red Sox leading by 5 here at the bottom of the 7th. Swings and sends a rocket to right. 2 up, 2 down. Noel V. Marte, the next to hit for the
Right
Reds.
fielder, Noel V. Marte.
And first offering is fouled off.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
And
They get
a swing
10.
and a miss, and that's that. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. This is Red Sox baseball on the show, New England.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Reds,
back, and a new
number
arm on the mound to start the
52,
8th. Pierce Johnson.
I'll be right back.
He's making his second appearance of the season. Here's Story now. And first offering is fouled off. Johnson, a 6'2" righty. He throws a slurve, a four-seamer, and occasionally uses a cutter. Comebacker to the mound. Sends it to first, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Center fielder, Jaron Duran.
So stepping in for Boston, Jaron Duran. 0 for 3 in this one. Hit hard, but foul off to the left.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Up the middle, McLean fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Up next,
2
for the
outs,
Red
base
Sox,
is empty.
first baseman,
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. Activity in the bullpen for the Reds. Graham Ashcraft, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. In there at the knees. No balls, 2 strikes. Got him swinging. The high heat, too much on
Damn
this
it.
one. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. In now for the Reds, Spencer Steer. And first offering is fouled off. That one way inside. On the ground to third. And it gets by him. Here's Nathaniel Lowe.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Into the outfield, base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out. Here's the catcher, Tyler Stevenson.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
Fastball for a strike. That one lifted to left. Anthony under this one. 1 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Bleday at the plate now. That's ball 1. This one backs to left.
Damn it.
On its way, and that one's out of here. A 3-run homer. That's his 50th career homer. And they close the gap. It's 5-3. These fans are really excited right now.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Here's the second baseman, Matt McLean, has grounded out a couple of times. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. And now Alex Cora is out of the dugout, and he will make a move for the bullpen. Sonny Gray will depart. Really solid performance out of him as he leaves with a slim lead. We'll take a break. New arm when we get back. New pitcher for the Red Sox, Danny Coulombe.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. Just outside. Full count now. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Pretty close to it was a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge. Payoff pitch. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Anthony under it. 2 down. Back to the top of the order now. And now the center fielder, TJ Friedl. Right through there for a strike.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
That is the inning. Reds get 3 on this long ball. It's now 5-3. All set to start the 9th in this one. And stepping in for Boston, Caleb Durbin. There's a strike. And a swing and a miss.
Now that's that slope right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Goes down looking for the strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. So the call will stand. No challenges left for them now. Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. 1 for 3. That's in there. 0-1. Red Sox by 2 here at the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Line drive to short and caught. And now Terry Francona makes his way out of the righty reliever out of the pen, Graham Ashcraft.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Narvaez, the next to hit, takes outside. Next offering popped in the air, right field. And that is that. Red Sox go down. Bottom 9. In now for the Reds, Ellie De La Cruz. Aroldis Chapman comes out trying to close it out. A chance at his first save of the year. hit.
Come on.
That'll bring a tying run to the plate.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Yeah.
Red Sox leading it by 2. And the home team trying to pull it out.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
And that's way high. It's 2-2.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
The tying run at the plate. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Nice.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just
nice.
tough to watch right now.
So the call will stand. Still one challenge left for them. Tying run at the plate.
Outside.
Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Lead runner touches second, headed for third.
Wow.
And the runners at second and third, only 1 away.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Steer can't hold up, and that's a strike. Here's the 0-2.
Nice. 101.
Now down to their final out.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
Low. Up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Just
Ball 2.
missed.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
So the tying run at second.
Ball,
that one drifts inside. They're down to their final strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
In the air, field.
Go foul, go foul.
And that is foul. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Anthony on the move. And he'll put it away. Ball game. And the Red Sox take the first 2 games of this series.
Have it up to
on
the
road.
away crowd.
Well, his first save of the season is in the books, and that was a nice job of him coming in the game and closing it out.
Struggled a little bit,
He's
Chapman.
on it now.
But Sox pick up the win. They win the series. Looking to sweep in the next game, which we will play. We will do the triple. Sonny Gray had a good start, and then at the end he got tagged for a home run, but did well enough. I struck out 10 times this time. A little bit less. For the Sox, they get 5 runs on 5 hits. Home runs from Roman Anthony, Marcelo Meyer, Narvaez, all with their first home runs of the season. Sonny Gray pitched strong, 7 1/3, allowed 3 runs on 4 hits, struck out 10. And Chapman got his first save of the season. A little shakiness, but ended up striking out 2 and getting the save. For the Reds, they get 3 runs on 6 hits. They got a home run from Lede, his first. Brady Singer gets the start. He goes 4 2/3, allowing 4 runs on 4 hits, striking out 7, walking only 1. But he gets the loss. Their bullpen did all right. for the most part, only just allowing 1 run on a hit. That's it. Game number 2's in the books. Sox starting the season 2-0. Already better than the real-life Red Sox. Next game is a Sunday afternoon, early afternoon, 1:40 start. We got Connolly early going up against Chase Burns. Early making his debut last year in the playoff game with against the Yankees. He did it all right, so they brought him back, and his first start of the season was pretty good. Did pretty good. Couldn't complain. So then we head to Houston. They did not fix the times yet for like Houston, Chicago, and Cleveland. I think there's another team that didn't get their times fixed, but Sox aren't affected by it, and it's okay. We can play 3-day games. Regular road unis on. Partly cloudy again on this Sunday afternoon. The show network looks like. Early's a lefty going up against Burns, the righty. All right, I can live with that, but we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back and we'll start up game 3 and hopefully we can sweep them. So hope you stick around. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. It's pre-Friday here at Ground Control. And hope you're doing well and hope you like what you see. And if you do, I hope you subscribe and give me a like. It helps my channel grow and thrive. And I've been doing this for a long time. And shit happens. So I always appreciate the support. So we're going to get game 3 of this 3-game series against the Cincinnati Red Sox. I've taken the first 2 of the series and looking to sweep. So let's get going.
Glad you're here at Great American Ballpark
Thanks.
in
Thanks,
Cincinnati,
Sean.
home
I'm
of the
happy
Reds
to be
since
here.
2003. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend set. It's the Boston Red Sox going up against the Cincinnati Reds.
53 degrees, partly cloudy skies, wind coming in from center at 7 miles an hour. What is view game plan? Oh, I like this. All right, cool.
First pitch coming your way next. On the hill here today, Chase Burns. What's the word on him?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Ready to go now, Roman Anthony getting ready to hit. And we're underway. Fouled off left side.
It was a 101 on the 4-seamer. Slider, change, a sinker, and a curve.
And a 1-1. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck.
Drop, drop, drop. Nice.
A dive, and he can't haul it in. Into second safely. It's a leadoff double to start the game.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
Dangerous hitter at the plate in Trevor Story. Burns checks the runner, and he's back in on a dive. The shortstop takes the ball. Man at second. just underway here in Cincinnati. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And now 3-1.
Right through there for a strike. And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Got it.
Ah.
Not what you're looking for
Damn
after
it.
the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
Got a
Here's
trophy
the
for that?
Red Sox lineup put together by manager Alex Cora. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Out towards right center field. Marte on the move to the alley. And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone.
Batting fourth, first baseman Tristan Casas.
Now batting Tristan Casas.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Casas with a homer in his last game. 2 outs and a runner at third here in the third and final game of the series. In the air, right field. Pretty
Go,
well
baby.
struck.
That's gonna
got
go.
a chance.
Oh,
And he makes
looked
the
it.
catch.
It looked it.
So they work around the leadoff double. Now it'll be the Reds' turn. No score. We go to the bottom of the first, and towing the slab for the Boston Red Sox in this one, Connolly early. What should we keep an eye on here?
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
TJ Friedel now at the plate. The 0-1. Swinging a foul straight back. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. That one missed. Lined into right. He's got it, and there's one down. Here's the lineup for the Reds. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup must be licking their chops with a lefty on the mound.
Well, to me, Boog, it shows the managers trying to set these players up to have a big game. Facing an opposite-handed pitcher, you only get a fraction of a second longer to see the ball and decide to swing, but that can be the difference between a line drive and a swinging strike.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. In the dirt. Now 1 and 2. Into center. And that'll fall for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there.
Those and Khalifa freaking all over it too.
It's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the
Durand
entire
just
way to
standing
get
there.
down.
He makes the grab.
Batting fourth, shortstop.
Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. 1-1 now. Yeah, that's fouled off. Suarez off of first with 2 away. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 1-2. Swing
Nice
and a miss.
pitch.
Struck him out. Third out. So 1 left for Cincinnati. We played an inning, no score.
Made him pitch a little.
We move ahead to the top of the second now. And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Carlos Narvaez. Narvaez went deep in his most recent game. Ball. Narvaez getting the starting catcher, hitting 5th in today's lineup. And he was born in Venezuela. The 1-1.
That's a ball. That's down.
He swings.
That's gonna get
and hits
down.
a fly ball center field. That gets down for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Baez with his hot hitting so
Did
far.
such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Now it's the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. 2 for 8 in the series so far. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
That one off the mark, and that's ball 1.
Ah,
Duck. And there's 1 away. 1 out man at first. And stepping in for Boston, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
Here we go, Chase. That's a ball.
Second inning here, no score.
What
Checked
you
his
got?
swing of the 1-0 and appeal to first. And Woody Keller right on it. Says he held up. Here's a 2-0. And another ball.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
And that one is lifted in the air. Takes it in for the out.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Now the third baseman, Caleb Durbin. Good power, not great in the OBP department. And first offering is fouled off. Ball 1 there.
Ball.
could have challenged it.
Check swing. He went.
Damn it.
1-2. That's the third. They take the force out. Inning over. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati. Noelvi Marte. That one fouled off. And a foul ball. That misses. Ball one.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
On the ground to third. Whips it to Casas. That's one out, the bottom of the second.
Batting sixth, left fielder, Dane Myers.
Dane Myers digs in now. And that one fouled off. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. And the 0-2. That one's upstairs, ball one. This one in the air, center field. Duran coming on. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's two down.
Batting seventh, designated hitter.
Next is the designated hitter, Sal Stewart.
Did he
Stewart
go?
checks his swing. Now an appeal to
Licked
first.
it.
That's a swing, according to umpire Woody Keller. Two down, nobody on. And it's fouled away. The 0-2.
Ooh,
strikes he goes.
nice,
That's
nasty
the third.
curve.
We'll move to the third with no score. Back here at Great American Ballpark. Here now the Red Sox DH, Masataka Yoshida. In the air out to center. Friedel makes his way towards it. Tracks it down for the out. One pitch
Damn.
and one out. Roman Anthony up next for the Red Sox.
That's a ball. Outside.
Top of the third, no score. And a swing and a miss.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it, it's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Next offering way off the plate. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. The throw to second is offline.
He went up there and got it with two strikes.
Second double of the game for the kid.
Hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at bat.
One out, runner at second. Trevor Story comes up to the plate. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Throw to second, safe.
Ball. That's down.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-1.
Boom. That's cheddar, baby.
That was a good swing, man.
Line
To run.
drive, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and the Red Sox have the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field.
Hard liner. Makes the grab on the run. And there's 2 away.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Casas, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Quick toss to first.
Hey.
Story back into the dive. Story on the move. Sliced hard, but fouled down the left side. Swing and a miss as he was late. Got it. Number 3. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. In now for the Reds, Spencer Steer. First offering way inside, almost got him. Popped in the air, left field. Anthony under it. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 9th, second
Matt
baseman.
McClain, the next to hit. In the air to left center. Anthony moving under it. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Reds.
So back to the top of the Reds lineup. TJ Friedl will hit next. Swing.
All 3 to Anthony.
Left field. That is the inning. Nothing across here this half. 3 innings complete. It's the Red Sox
Swung at everything.
and the Reds nothing. Back here in Cincinnati, so stepping in for Boston, Carlos Narvaez.
You know, these Red Sox showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
That one lifted to left. Myers settles under it. Takes it in for the out.
And yeah, a lot of the blame for those walks goes to the mound, but I credit these players for not getting anxious and fed up. They're staying disciplined, which is easier said than done sometimes.
Abreu in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Drilled in the air out towards right center. Friedl on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Out number 2. Here is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Glide out his first time.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And that is that. No runs, no hits, no errors. Back at the ballpark, and in this series, it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers. Foul ball there. Now the 0-1. That's a laser base hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning. Here's the Reds catcher, Tyler Stevenson. Inside. Ball one.
Well, here's a good
Ball.
opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
That misses
Ball.
the zone.
Outside.
3 balls, no strikes. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball.
Damn it.
Still one challenge left for them. Fastball for a strike. 3-1.
Calling this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
And now he steps off. Big pitch coming. Tying run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Ripped on a line to center. Durant on his way over. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Reds.
One out man at first. Now the Reds cleanup hitter, Ellie De La Cruz. Smash down the left field line. Makes the grab.
Everything's going to Anthony in this game so far.
And now Noel V. Marte. Grounded out his first time up. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Man, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
That one in there across the letters. That's off the
No,
mark.
that's down.
2-2.
Ball.
This one in the air. Casas settles underneath it. And the inning is over. Reds leave one. Still behind by a count of 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for Boston, Caleb Durbin. That one way outside. Ball one. Way inside, gets out of the way.
What you got?
Tries to hold up, appeal to first, and yes, he offered at it. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Myers gets under it.
Getting these
And
good
there's one
deep,
down.
good contact hits.
So now here's the DH, Masataka Yoshida. Flied to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Breaking ball inside, and it's 1-0.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Foul ball. Here's a 1-1.
That's a ball.
Swings through that.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Left field.
Yep.
Pulls it in on the run. And there's 2 away. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Roman Anthony. He swings and fouls one off. Two down, nobody on. That missed by a lot. And the count even 1-1. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Red Sox go down quietly.
Damn it.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. And that is out of play. That one missing inside. Just
Ball outside.
missed. Not far out of the zone, but it
Come
moves the
on.
ball. So that removes their last
Damn it.
challenge. Fastball
Ball
is outside.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Sets him down.
Nice.
looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Sal Stewart, the next to hit for the Reds. His first at bat was a strikeout. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. 2 away now. And here's the first baseman, Spencer Steer. Pop foul out of play off to the right.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters.
That's
Pitching
inside.
on the
That's a
road
ball.
like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Out to short. Story sends it over
Nice.
first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the book. Back here at Great American Ballpark. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one.
Highlight reel needs work.
Now pitching for the
So a
Reds,
new arm out of the bullpen for the Reds,
50,
Sam Moll.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's Trevor Story. There's a strike, 95 of that one. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now. Activity in the bullpen for the Reds. Caleb Ferguson, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Ashcraft also throwing.
Damn it.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. And that's the first out. So stepping in for Boston, Jaron Duran.
Nope, ball.
Now he steps out of the box as he asks for time.
Should have replaced him.
And the 1-0.
I'm not thinking. Tired. They had one hit.
Here we go, Sammy. Let's go. See
Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. Check swing, tried to hold up. Now an appeal to third, and that's going to be ruled a swing. Fights it off. He'll see another. Up the middle, a dive, nice stop, nicely done for the out.
Well, you can see right there, he looks very comfortable going to the backhand. Nice diving stop, gets up to complete the play. That'll fire the team up for sure.
2 outs, base is empty. Tristan Casas up next for the Red Sox.
Replace him.
Alex Cora turning to the bench for a new hitter. Wilson Contreras looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. And that drops foul. High fly ball right field. Marte on the move to the alley. And that is that. Back here in Cincinnati and ready to hit now for Cincinnati. Matt McClain. That clears the corner.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Right through there for a strike. That one not close. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Battling here as he fouls it away. And that skips into dirt. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Called out on strikes. And that's 4 strikeouts. TJ Friedl, the next to hit for the Reds.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
Swinging a foul out of play. The Red Sox leading by a run here in the bottom of the 6th. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Eugenio Suarez now at the plate, cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him. First pitch swinging. That one found hard the other way. Got him. And he strikes out the side here in the 6th. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings.
Yeah, but he's done. Another good start by Red Sox pitching.
Caleb Ferguson. Here's the catcher, Carlos Narvaez. 1 for 2. Swing and a miss. Got him. 1 away. And now the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu.
Right fielder, Wilyer Abreu.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Next offering is fouled back. 0-2 now. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Here we go, Caleb.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Starting to go after it. Now we'll look down to third. No swing. He held up. Clyde Washington with the call there. The 2-2. Next offering is outside. Too low, ball
That's low.
4.
Ball 4.
And
Take
he
your base.
represents the tying run on base after that hard-fought walk.
What? Tying run.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate.
Audio's messed up.
In the air on the infield.
Damn it.
De La Cruz has a beat on it. And there's 2 down. So stepping in for
Up next
Boston,
for the Red
Caleb
Sox,
Durbin.
Third baseman, Caleb Durbin.
This one in the air. And that is that. One left.
Rich time.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Catcher, Tyler Stevenson. Now pitching for
The
Boston,
new pitcher in the game, Cutter Crawford.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Fought off foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. Close
That's a
one.
ball.
Doesn't get the
Oh,
call.
that was such a strike.
And that is ball 1.
I got no challenges.
Slap the other way, foul.
No base hits in the series
Good
for him
catch.
so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
The 1-2. And that's down
the
and
ball.
away. That one misses. Full count now. Goes down looking. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. I mean, you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Next to hit, Ellie De La Cruz. In the air, right field. 2 down. Next for Cincinnati, Noelvi Marte. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Anthony should have this one. He's there. He's got it. And that's the inning. 3 up, 3 down that time. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Red Sox 1 and the Reds nothing. We're at the top of the 8th. So stepping in for Boston, Masataka Yoshida. Hand up as he asks for time at the plate. Looks like the pinch hitter for the Red Sox, Ceddanne Rafaela.
Well, with his speed, he could really make some things happen leading off.
Ceddanne Rafaela, the leadoff batter as he swings through it for strike 1. Just
No, that
missed.
missed. That's a ball.
Ferguson, in his 8th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a cutter, a sinker, and occasionally mixes in the slurve.
Ooh, nice.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And they have their first hit since the third inning.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like.
Runner takes off. Pitch misses in. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight one-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
Man at second.
Ball.
Appears they're working around him with the base open, Singy.
Well, you know, these 2-0 counts, Boo, they're just not what they used to be, and we sound like old guys when I say that. But ultimately, this is a strategic game, and you expect to see this type of approach by the pitcher in this situation.
The 2-1. That's inside.
That miss. That's a ball.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Up next for the Red Sox, shortstop Trevor Story.
First and second, no outs. Trevor Story digs in now.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Jaron Duran steps to the dish in a big spot. 0 for 3 in this one.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Move to second. Rafael
Hey,
back on a
he needs to
dive.
throw.
And that one fouled off. A little out front there as he swings through it. Outside
That's the
low.
ball.
And the count 1-2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Typically that high fastball, if it's.
New pitcher for the Reds, Tony Santillan. This is his first appearance of the season.
Four-seamer, slurve, slider, and a change.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. And that's the third out. Boston. In now for the Reds, Dane Myers. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Justin Slayton. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball.
Ball. That's high.
Ball to strike. The pitch. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And that
That's
just
inside.
misses.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
Outside.
Ball. That's outside.
Ball 3.
That's a really good take.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Stepping in, Sal Stewart. In the air to left center. 2 down. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Spencer Steer. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No signs of wavering on the mound here in the 8th. He's looking rock solid so far.
Oh, nice.
Reds go down quietly. They're down 1-0. We go to the 9th, and now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Carlos Narvaez. Time called.
But
Now one out to right. Marte on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out. So stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. That one fouled off. Here's the 0-2. And there's a ball. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. 2 down, base is empty. And next for the Red Sox, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Alex Cora turning to the bench for a new hitter. Marcelo Meyer looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. Hot shot, and he can't knock it down.
Up next for the Red Sox.
So man aboard. So stepping in for Boston, Caleb Durbin. Pulls that one foul. Checks.
Oh.
Called strike. That is strike 2.
oh, I wanted that.
That's a
That's
little
ball
bit
down.
low. That's too low. Ball 2.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Good job to fight that one off. That misses the zone, and it's 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Lifted in the air, right center field. Marte on the move to the gap, and that'll do it. 1 left for the Red Sox. They lead it 1-0. 9. In now for the Reds, Matt McClain. Out in front and foul to the left side. 1-run game, bottom 9. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. That one missed. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Outside. That misses the zone, and a full count now. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. And, Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like... So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Aroldis Chapman. He comes in with a chance for his 2nd save of the season. Friedel
No, that
in
missed.
now,
That's a ball.
takes ball 1 off the plate. To third, and
Foul
it goes
ball.
just foul.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing, you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
The Bo Sox trying to close out a 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. In the air, right field, Abreu settles under this one, and there are 2 down.
Up next for the Reds, third baseman.
Reds down to their final out. Eugenio Suarez, the next to hit for the Reds. Hit on the ground to short.
Oh, come on.
Its way through for a hit. And the tying run is on base.
Shouldn't me.
Here's the catcher, Tyler Stevenson.
Catcher, Tyler Stevenson.
Just
Outside.
missed.
That's a ball.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that
Ball
tying
high.
run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving. Go walk or just a base hit. But you got to stay within yourself.
And a 2-1 on the way. Just
Oh.
missed.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
The Reds down to their final strike. Gets a piece and stays alive. Payoff pitch. Got him. And that is the ball game.
Well, this one was all about the pitching and defense. Outstanding job of the pitchers, really attacking hitters, trusting what the catcher was putting down.
Sox
and
with the
trusting players
sweep.
behind him to make the plays defensively.
Hey,
Sometimes you
I'll
wanna
use
see
that
a high
gimmick. I
scoring game,
can't
but
turn it
sometimes you
off
can
for some
appreciate
reason.
the
I
artistic
would love to
beauty
turn it
of
off.
what these pitchers did on the mound today.
The
Doesn't
final
always go in your
1-2
favor, though.
And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
There you have it. Game 3 in the books. Sox sweep the Reds 3-0 on a 1-0 shutout. Definitely a pitching duel for both sides. But Sox come out on top. They get 1 run on 6 hits. I only struck out 7, so even fewer times than the first 2 games. Roman Anthony, his bat wakes up. He gets 2 doubles. Connolly early had a strong start as well. Went 6 full innings, allowing only 2 hits, struck out 6. Chapman got his 2nd save. Again, he allowed a hit, but he still got out of it and held on. So that's all you need is to win by 1 run. For the Reds, they get just 3 hits. Chase Burns gets the start, does not get the win. He's 0 for 1. He went 5 innings, allowing just the 1 run and 4 hits. Struck out 3. Then their bullpen held me down for the next 4 innings. And there you have it. Sox start the season 3-0. Still way better than the real life Sox. Their next game, they head down to Houston to play the Astros for 3. We got Brian Bayo on a Monday afternoon going up against Mike Burrows. The Tuesday afternoon game, Ranger Suarez going up against Hunter Brown. And then the Wednesday finale, Garrett Crochet going against Imai Tatsuya Imai. Then they get the day off and head to Fenway. The home opener is on a Friday afternoon at Fenway Park with Sonny Gray going up against Michael King of the Padres. Save this. That's going to do it for me tonight. Sox pitching starting off pretty darn good. Leading in strikeouts, well tied. So they're counting shutouts as combined. Yeah, they are. A 1.33 ERA to start their season. Houston 275. Sox have a game lead in the AL East. 1 game over the Yankees and the Rays, 2 over the Jays and the Orioles. We got 2 birds and a fish. Is a ray considered a fish? I don't think so. What is a ray considered? And we got a piece of clothing. And a Yankee. The Astros 3-1 to start their season, so they're not going to be any easier, I assume. They are 3-1. Wild card race has already started. Mets and Marlins 3-0. Cardinals, Brewer, Pirates 0-3. Royals 3-0. Anybody not win a game yet? Oh yeah. Damn, Rockies, Pirates, Reds, and Braves all have not won yet this season. But Sox starting out well. I like it. But that is going to do it for me. I want to thank you for stopping in and stopping by. I hope you join me tomorrow night, Friday night. I don't know if I'll be able to play some baseball, but we'll definitely be playing some Battlefield 6 with the boys, having some drinks and having some fun. So hope you join me then. So until then, you have a great rest of your evening. Have a good night. Peace. Good night.